Hello, audience, and welcome to the Guild of Adventurers side quests. Lavender and Friends background story. Today will be Isaac Gutierrez, playing Lavender Storm, and accompanied as always by the ever-charming Humberto as Quna Zyn. And finally, our always humorous, intelligent, and witty DM, Mac. We all welcome you to the Guild of Adventurers side quests. Sitting next to Charlie, something Lavender hasn't done at all. Lavender's gonna treat Charlie with respect like a human being, and to distract himself from his now guilty conscience, he's gonna start chatting up Charlie.
Okay. What do you say?
Like, ask him about his life, ask him maybe why he started using, if there's any way Lavender can help him stop using, like, just learn about him.
Well, it's none of your bloody business.
Well, it's none of my bloody business until you get into my caravan and put my people at risk. Go tell me.
You like to threaten me.
I do, and I'll threaten you to give me information.
Well, then let's have it.
Again, I put it to his throat. Now tell me.
Intimidation check.
Oh my god. Do I have to do... Yeah, okay, I swear to god.
You haven't exactly made friends with this guy.
Okay, nat 20.
He clearly doesn't like you. Okay, fine. What do you want to know?
Tell me about your life. I'm trying to get to know you, asshole.
Yeah, that's me.
Yes, you're my caravan puts my people at risk, breaks into my medical. You're lucky I haven't fucking killed you. Now tell me what you want about your life.
Okay. I just, you know, I just kind of fell into it. I was at a point where it wasn't too different from how you are yourself right now. And he kind of glares at you.
I look at my hands. I see shaking. Continue.
That's all.
Who was it? Someone you knew? Was it just a random person? Was there someone who
No, I had a friend who was a student. He was pursuing druidcraft, and he and I were in the woods, and he found a plant which his teacher taught him was a medicine. he kind of giggles. And
just glares at him, okay.
Seeing this, he kind of stops laughing and then says, "You know the risk."
I know. I've seen too many people go down that path. Please understand that. Even if you don't like me, you should still get better. You'll die soon. You know that, right? If you keep this up.
It's not your responsibility to try to help me.
It's not my responsibility. It's yours. And I look at him and I say, If you die, do you want to die a painful death or a quick death?
I'll die happy, thank you very much.
Then you shouldn't keep going with this. And I get up and I just go back to my crow's nest.
Yeah, okay. Quna, is there anything you want to do or say while you guys are writing?
No, Kuna's kind of just with his eyes closed, just laying back, lounging with her, stuff like that. More so just in a protective rest kind of thing. Just aware of everything surrounding him. He's mostly just quiet because he still wants that talk with Lavender, but he's gonna kind of
What's
everyone else settle for a bit.
What's your passive perception, Lavender?
I don't know. I haven't done that yet. But
it should be on your home.
I feel like it's 13.
Yeah, I'll say no. Whatever it is, probably not. Lavender's not really looking around right now.
Okay.
He's very in thought. He's thinking about the decision he just made.
Do you know what? Can you see what Quna's is for me?
Yeah, it should be on my thing. I think it's 13 or 12.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah. So you guys kind of travel for the rest of the up till about maybe 4 o'clock, we'll say. And at that point, the caravan leader, the old man, says, "Well, we should be coming up on the destination probably early tomorrow morning. I've had a couple setbacks, but we should be almost there."
Thank God, Lavender says that under his breath.
And Quna, as he says this, you kind of look ahead into the woods wistfully, and you spot something, and you kind of squint to see if you can make it out. And it's a faint pillar of smoke, what looks to be straight ahead.
Stop the caravans.
What now?
Without even any hesitation, he stops.
Oh yeah.
I realize it. I look at you like, what now, Quna? We're so close.
I jump off and head to the front, and like I hope people kind of gather up. I'm guaranteed people are probably gonna follow me inside the caravan, but I'm gonna gather to the front, so the front, so the
Yeah,
guy in line hears it too.
Sure. So we'll say Jack, the dwarf, and that's probably it. Follow you. I should be referring to the dwarf by his name. His name is Durgan.
Durgan, I like that name.
Actually, probably Kilberg. Oh, sorry. Yeah, his name's Kilberg, not Durgan. Durgan's the dead one. Kilberg follows you, as well as the elf Sifrin, and Jack, and that's it.
Okay. Since I'm assuming everyone's all there now, so I'm gonna basically.
Yeah, they all kind of gather around the front of the caravan to see what's up.
Guys, up ahead, I see a good amount of smoke. I see a small group of us check ahead to make sure it's safe. People stay back here to kind of protect the caravans, and we make sure that the clearing is a safe clearing for us to continue.
Lavender, the elf, glares at you.
Why do you... I look at him like, what?
It had better not have anything to do with what we talked about.
Why would it have anything to do with that? If you're talking about the bandits and they're doing shit, why would that have anything to do with a dead corpse eaten by a bugbear or owlbear?
I think you know.
No, I don't. I actually genuinely... I look at him. Like, I don't...
You need me to elaborate to the group the details of this.
I look at him. And
Fine.
I gesture to my ear. Like, please, I'm curious. Tell me what the fuck you're talking about. I whispered to him. If it's the dwarf, the dwarf would have nothing to do with the goddamn bandits.
You're hiding things from the group. Who's to say the dwarf is the only thing?
The dwarf. And I have told everybody who asks. You are the one who is acting like an ass right now. So how about you stop acting like it and just go help the group?
You'd be wise not to insult me.
Lavender looks at him. Fucking the least humorous Lavender has ever looked at him. As if he might kill the man right there in front of the group. I will think wise upon my words. For next time I'll do a better insult.
Does a 17 hit your armor class?
No.
It doesn't?
I have a shield.
Alright. Are you holding the shield though?
Yeah, I always have my shield. I specified during me and Quna's fight that I dropped my shield.
Okay. He kind of swings his staff to hit you and you just kind of duck.
I say, done now?
Not even in the slightest.
If you I go up in front of the group, pushing past everyone. Elf, if you really have a problem with me, fight me right now.
He seems to mull over your word. Do you actually want him to fight you?
I look at him very seriously. In fact, I cast Vicious Mockery. Or are you too much of a bitch?
Quna, is there anything you want to do while you see this unfolding?
Oh, they want to stay behind and bicker and fight. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. At least some strong people will be back here at least. Who's coming with me? Dwarf?
Jack kind of raises his hand and starts to follow you. As the dwarf, I'm gonna roll evens or odds. Evens, he goes with you. Okay, he stays behind. So it's just you and Jack, Quna.
And I look at and say, remember what's most important here. You were sent here for a reason. Continue that. Lavender, you know why you're here too. If you want to continue fighting after, that's on you. And I'm gonna head out to the forest with them.
I'll grit my teeth looking at Quna.
Okay, I'm gonna make this save real quick. He got a 20, non-natural.
Yeah, no, that easily beats my save. What the holy hell?
Okay, so then...
Oh, you're powerful.
Grit my teeth and follow Quna. If fucking...
Okay. Interesting. Let's see here. Lavender... Does a 19 hit your AC?
Barely, but yes.
Okay, you feel a light impact, kind of not hard at all, like if someone threw like a bundle of leaves at you along your back, and you almost scoff, but then it starts to spread across your body and it kind of burns. As you start to kind of reach around and pat it, you realize that you are slightly singed, and you take, where's my D8? Here we go. 3 fire damage. And when you turn around, the elf is looking away and walking along.
Quna, I look at you desperately. I'm about to kill this man. I look at you, and you have exactly 1 sentence to keep me from running and killing this elf.
Remember what's most important, soldier. I mentioned that soldier in it because we are hired.
You got an 18, I got a nat 1. I look at you, grit my teeth, and continue walking with you.
Okay, so you guys continue down the it's probably about like 300 feet ahead.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay, so you guys
Jack, Quna, may I tell you something?
shoot.
I want to kill that elf when we have the next chance. I want to drown him in the river.
That's probably a bad idea. Not only because he might kill you, but also because of the political implications.
I don't think he's actually a representative of Queen. I think he's just a cunt. I spit on the floor. Besides, fuck royalty.
Lavender.
I mean, if what he says is true, you'll have the entire elven nation on your tail for the rest of your life.
Like elves are shit.
I'm gonna put my hand
Well, don't let him hear you say that.
and like stare at him with like the eyes that show like I held a secret for him, and I'm doing my best to hold it. I hope he like sees this in the eyes. Like I'm really trusting that you keep a level head. I don't want to risk the fact. I don't want to risk losing you. I do see you as a good friend, and I do appreciate things you have done. Please, we need to continue. When we finish, whatever happens, happens. We need to go to the end.
Stops walking, kind of like between you two. He kind of looks at both of you and goes, he takes a deep breath. He's like, okay, I apologize. I lost my temper. But since no one else is here, before we go on, Quna, do you want to have that talk?
One more thing, Lavender. A word of wisdom. As no matter what you think about elves, you have to understand they're a proud race, and insulting them is always going to be a bad idea, no matter where their loyalties lie.
Yes, thank you, Jack. I put my hand on Jack's shoulder and I say, I genuinely appreciate that. I apologize for causing trouble.
Of course. I'm sure you do the same for me.
Of course, I like you, Jack.
I love
What's so
the
funny,
background,
Quna?
like, it's out of character. No, this is out of character, by the way. No, like out of character is I'm laughing because like we fucking hate Jack, and like he's like, yeah, you're the same thing for me. Like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I like the idea that Jack has no idea.
Have you guys
Yeah,
talked out of character
no, but okay.
about, or in character, I mean, about thinking it's Jack at all?
Not once.
Okay.
No,
So you
no,
both just
yeah,
kind of come to the conclusion on your own.
No, we hate him regardless of if he's bad or not. We already had this discussion.
Yeah, we've already had
Jeez.
eternal discussion. We're like, this man's
Let me put it this way. I am Scar. He is Mufasa. There's a cliff. If no one's around, I might slip.
Oops, my finger slipped and my brother went falling.
Right.
And to like justify why Kuno would do it is because he generally protects the weak, but he hates when the weak jumps in front and do things that they shouldn't do at all, and put like everyone's life in danger and shit. So he seems to liabilities ruin the mission, and if you're a liability to the mission, like that is big to him. He sees it as a major liabilities, plus crackhead, plus there's a few people, but he's gathering them up.
Alright, so what do you want to say?
Oh yeah, so I look at you, Quna, very seriously, and I look at Jack. Jack, since you're here, you may join. Let's have that talk, Quna, since no one's here.
Of course.
Talk to me. Explain yourself. I'm trusting you, and I'm doing things obviously that I am never comfortable with.
I get on my knees.
Convince me.
And I put my hands at your feet and I say, I apologize, my friend Quna Zyn, for making you do something that you are not comfortable with, and for putting our friendship in danger by holding a secret.
I stop him, and I just basically one hand just kind of like not pick him up in a disrespectful way, more so just gather himself to not bow himself to me, like. And then I'll say to him, Lavender, obviously I am trusting you enough to hold this for you. I am not angry at you. I am uncomfortable with this. It does not mean you bow to me. I see you as my equal. You do not bow to me ever. Please.
Genuinely, thank you. But I think we all know, Jack, I'm sorry for lying to you. I was panicking, but that was the dwarf brother. And
It was.
yes, and I apologize for lying, Jack. I did not want the dwarf to know, because imagine him losing his shit.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
Everybody's so stupid. Like, he's about to say stupid. High-end, high-strung in this caravan. I didn't feel like we needed to do that, and you see he starts to like catch himself gagging. And so I moved the body, even though he kind of looks down.
Is that what that smell was?
Yes, I've only killed people. I've never moved them. And
Well, I imagine it wasn't a pretty sight either.
skeletons. Yeah, he looks at you like now you can see he's like sweating. Lavender doesn't like death. He'll kill you.
Hey, listen. You don't have to talk about it. I understand.
Jack.
But there was also, you probably saw the blood. That wasn't just from the corpse. They had written out a message that said, this forest is dangerous.
Wait, what?
I don't know if it was the bandits.
You didn't want to tell us about that?
What, you want everybody freaking out that the bandits we pissed off, what did we just go for? Like we did the bridge.
We shouldn't incite panic. We have an older Tabasky with us. We have a lot of fragile people in our camp. If we incite a panic, we'll never end this mission. We'll go mad in the forest.
Maybe you don't need
We'll
to
split
incite a
up.
panic, but we should at least know that there's someone out there who's...
What?
I was right then. This isn't chance. This was a targeted threat, which means they're probably watching us right now.
I raised my eyebrows. I'm like, what? Did you think the bandits were just done with us?
And we just left the caravan, and he turns to look at the caravan in the direction of the caravan.
The asshole elf and the dwarf, they're fighters.
He sprints off in the direction of the caravan.
Yeah, fuck. I look at Quna. What do you want to do?
Well, if you tell them, you might want to go and defend yourself, but if something's ahead, we're gonna... Either way, we're fucked. So...
You hear a loud crash coming from ahead.
Shit. We should check that. We should.
His head and immediately brings up his hood. I think we better get to it.
Well, let's carry on then.
Okay. I'll just say, not even an insight check is needed, Quna. At this point, you can tell Lavender looks perturbed by the fact that he's having to keep this secret. He seems kind of stressed.
I put my hand on his shoulders. I've seen many dead bodies over my time, and there was a time I was the same way. Death is a natural thing, and it's something that we Goliaths have kind of come to terms with, being high up in the mountains. We see a lot of it. Travelers, adventurers. We survive on these big mountains, but not a lot of people can. We're usually tasked to take care of those bodies. You kind of grow up pretty fast there, and I understand.
I'm just used to putting the bodies there, not interacting with them.
I understand that. We should carry forward. You don't need to worry. I get what you're coming from. I trust you.
Thank you, friend.
And we carry forward.
Okay. So, as you guys continue forward, it doesn't take long before you see the source of this commotion. Turning around and clearing, the forest starts to kind of fill with this orange glow, which you immediately recognize as fire. I'm getting some music. Yes. So, essentially what has happened here is it looks like a fire has started in the forest in you guys' path, and the crash you heard was a tree falling in kind of diagonally across the road, and it's still burning. The fire is spreading. It's probably about 30 by 30 feet. It's kind of just the wind is going like to the left, so it's not really going towards you guys. It's just kind of spreading deeper into the forest.
Is the fire keeping the...
Okay.
Like, would it keep us from going through? Or is it just that we'd have...
Yes, this log that has
Yeah, for
fallen
sure.
across the path is covered in flame.
We need to go back and warn them.
Yes, agreed. I don't think this is something we need to move. I think this is something we have to act. Let's go. When we head back, I'm gonna be behind Quna. Just FYI.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna head back with him behind me.
Yeah, so as you guys turn and kind of start to jog back to the caravan, you're about halfway there, and then you hear a high-pitched shriek. And you pick up your pace and start running. And you get to the
Is that
caravan.
the girl?
It's just chaos. So, essentially, okay. Immediately looking forward, the first thing you notice as you turn the corner is the front wagon. The old man is no longer sitting in the seat. Looking kind of around that, everyone seems to kind of be congregated around the back wagon. A couple of people are running towards you. Duke is running towards you, empty-handed, and he kind of dives underneath this front wagon. Kathy kind of is right behind him, going as fast as their little legs can carry her. Yeah, you kind of grab her in your arms, and she looks up at you and says, They took him! They took him!
Who?
They took Charlie!
Oh.
Yes!
I mean, who took Charlie?
You hear more shouting coming from the back of the wagon as Jack is looking into the woods, kind of just throwing rocks and shouting obscenities.
I'm so sorry, Kathy. Jack, what's wrong? What happened?
The dwarf has his sword out, and he's clutching his wrist, which is now a bloody stump.
Is his hand anywhere nearby?
You don't see it.
Shit. Fuck, if it was within a minute, I could cast Cure Wounds and try to reattach it.
It's probably only
Dwarf.
been a minute. Yeah.
What's going on here?
Oh, they took my hand.
I'm looking for his hand. Tell me, Dwarf, where is it? I can try to reattach it.
They took it.
They took it, like, physically?
Yes.
These sick bastards. What are they? I look around. Who else is taken?
I don't know. And he kind of starts to chant something under his breath as he looks at his wrist, and you can see the wound kind of start to close.
I yell out.
Looks at you, so,
Where's the
and
elf?
Jack turns and looks at you and runs up. His sword's still drawn, and he says, I don't know what happened. I got back here, and there were several bandits surrounding the back of the wagon. I think one of them jumped out of the woods as Charlie was going by. They fell out of their tree and landed on Charlie's wagon. Then they simply grabbed him and ran off while the others held us back.
Was it only Charlie?
I think so.
Then let's just keep going, quick! We gotta get out of here before they take more of us. And this point on me.
They're gone now. It's too late. I told you this was a trap. You didn't listen to me. You should have told us. You didn't tell anyone that this was coming. We weren't prepared.
We wouldn't have avoided this.
We couldn't keep going. This was an ambush. How are we supposed to be prepared for an ambush if you don't tell us it's going to happen? We could have prepared.
I yelled at
The
like,
dwarf
Guys.
looks up.
Guys, we couldn't
What?
have avoided this no matter what we said.
Shut up,
We
Quna.
knew.
What did you just say, Lavender?
I looked down. I'm sorry. I didn't want to tell you. I wanted you to.
I have a brother.
I mean, your friend, whatever. He's dead. I didn't want to tell you because I didn't want to freak you out. I thought maybe it could be someone else. But I found the body. And I'm pretty sure it was a dwarf.
He's dead.
I start crying.
He's dead.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to try to keep you from being freaked out.
He once again takes his mace out with his only good hand, and
I get
quickly
it- I
glancing
get it
over
for
the
a
crowd
Lavender.
of people that are now gathered around, he makes eye contact with Albert, the halfling, and says, and he runs at Albert and swings his mace.
I cast. I don't have a whole person yet.
I run over. Can I beat him running over? Who's
Yeah,
closer?
you can step between them. He's just
Why are
gonna
you
try to duck
striking
past
him?
you though. He's a rat.
I do it like. Can I do it?
Know that for sure yet.
Please.
The
explain
halfling
yourself.
turns and starts running.
I cast Tasha's Hidden.
I try to grab.
Yep, that's what saves that?
Is wisdom.
Okay. He gets a 10. Okay, he falls on the ground and starts laughing while also crying.
Make sure he doesn't hit him.
Yep. Go ahead.
I basically tell him like, calm down. We got him. We'll figure this out. And I
Okay,
promise.
Kuna, I need you to make either a strength or
I assure
dexterity
you.
save.
For me.
Yes. Yeah, you want to roll that for him?
Yeah. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, the dwarf goes to shove you, but you don't budge, so he simply starts to run around you.
Oh.
Actually, I'd like to look at him. Please. It's better to talk.
He's ignoring you.
Look, I fought beside you. Please, just
He's
listen
halfway
to me.
to the halfling.
1 second.
Grab him!
Okay,
Bardic inspiration!
I'm gonna go up and do a grapple.
Okay, yeah, roll your strength check.
I'm gonna grapple him.
Oh, awesome.
I got a nat 1, you grab him.
Oh, I had a 19 plus a lot, so...
Yeah, he's just in such a fit of rage, he doesn't even try to resist. Instead of like fighting against your grapple, he just has both his arms forward and he's swinging his mace wildly, shouting in Dwarvish, language you don't understand. You get whacked over the head with a mace.
That's okay.
And I want to respect you in the death of your friend.
You get whacked again.
Okay, I hug him. I'm like, please, calm down, sir, we don't need rash action.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Can I actually roll this myself?
Yeah, Quna, you can do it. Oh, let's let Quna do this one. You've been doing a lot, Lavender.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna roll this with my own dice real quick. I have it already open. I just kind of want to do it because I want to be in the game.
Right.
Damn it. Okay, so you said roll what? Persuasion?
Yep.
Okay, persuasion. That is E. That's a 10.
10. Okay, what do you say to calm this dwarf down? The DC will be depending on what you say.
Okay, Dwarf. Before when I met you, I gave you tons of respect because your people are amazing warriors, great miners, and powerful people. Both of you are great people. I know that you are wanting revenge for your friend, and trust me, I do too. And you may not think it because I just met you, but you are a part of my contract, and I'm here to protect you guys. It hurts that you guys have lost somebody, but please, allow me to really try to find who did this, and I promise you we'll have his head right there on a stake where he sits.
This was just supposed to be a little bit of extra whiskey money. I wasn't supposed to die.
I put my
Quna, he stops resisting and you kind of slowly release him as you let him down on the ground and he just kind of drops.
I apologize for grappling you. It was never my intentions to do so. But I want to have revenge as much as you do too. A contract means the world to me.
I swear, whoever did this, I'll kill him myself.
And I'll allow
Whether
you
it's
that sweet victory.
halfling or one of the others. And he kind of looks over everyone threateningly. I'm gonna find out which one of you did this. As far as I'm concerned, you killed him with your own hands. Then yeah.
I'm gonna go to the halfling. You said halfling, right? I'm gonna go to the halfling and kind of pick him up.
He's still laughing, but you also see tears streaming down his face.
Do you want me to disengage the spell?
He also seems to have bit his tongue while he was falling, and there's some blood pooling out of his mouth.
Shit.
Cure wounds, reattaching his tongue.
Oh no, his tongue didn't come off. He just bit a little hole in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you I thought he did the whole cut his tongue so he can't speak kind of shit.
No. It's just flavor.
Cause I was gonna say if he reattached his tongue, I was gonna put my fucking mouth hands in his jaw and keep that shit open. But
hurt either. Technically, I don't know if
right.
So I don't want him to be hurt. I look at Quna. Do you want me to undo the spell?
Yes, please.
How long does it last?
About a minute.
A minute?
Yeah, and I just wave my no.
It's probably been about 50 seconds. You only have about 10 seconds left anyway. And he slowly stops laughing and just it immediately transitions into a ball.
Are you okay?
They just took him and now they're gonna. Who's gonna kill me? I don't know who to. There's a mole.
So I'm gonna cut off Lavender. Lavender, may I handle this for a second? I look down at him with my height. Now that I kind of put him down, I will make sure to know why everything's going on. So I'm gonna do an intimidation. What I want to say next. It'll be wise to tell me why you ran, other than fear, because you should be afraid.
Yeah,
now
roll
tell me
that.
The thing.
Yeah, roll that up.
I'm gonna roll for that shit. Fuck that. I have it pretty much just open right now. Intimidation +4. Ooh, 16 +4. That's an unnatural 20.
he seems terrified, but he says, "I only feared for my life. That's all, I swear."
Quna, I think how angry the dwarf was, I would have ran to him.
The dwarf is... I trust the dwarf more than this guy. It's the only reason why I wanted to make sure to get the truth out of him.
I agree, Quna. Yeah. Thank you for doing your best.
So I want to... Can we gather everyone up? I want to see who's all left. Where's the elf?
Yeah, you kind of address the group. You don't see the elf.
I spit on the ground.
So everyone kind of slowly forms a ring. Some of them are crying, some of them are just kind of quiet. They're all just kind of looking at you two, who have become the de facto leaders of the group.
Looking at Quna, Lavender raises his hand.
Yes?
May I ask the group, since he's not here, does anyone remember the elf being here from the beginning?
I think he went off into the forest, chasing the bandits.
No, I meant from the beginning of this caravan. He's been with us since the beginning, right?
Oh, aye.
Good, thank you.
That half-elf has him.
Oh, yes.
Oh, me?
Yes, you ran up. That was I almost like as if he doesn't remember. Lavender explains to him what happened that first day. Remember, you ran up? Me and Quna were like...
Well, yeah. I mean, I told you what.
Yes, I believe you, but it doesn't mean that in this current situation, the dwarf may.
My short friend, who you calling short?
He is a tall, proud dwarf. Isn't that right, Kilburn?
At this point, the elf strides out of the forest.
Hello, elf. Are you okay?
He ignores you.
Hey. Problems aside, we were attacked. Do you need healing?
I've tended to my wounds already.
Okay, then we can go back to hitting each other. And I turn back to Quna.
Elf, what did you spot following them in? How many were there?
It was at least a dozen.
A dozen. Shit. There's a fire ahead and it's kind of going... You said it was going west, right? Yeah.
I took care of it.
And the log?
Aye.
We'll press forward. But we should not leave this caravan again, and I apologize for making that decision, guys. I take full responsibility of the attack. I made the wrong call.
Well, to
It
tell
was
the
an ambush.
truth, it's not your fault, Quna. And he glares at Lavender. Jack does.
Glaring at Jack, Lavender just straight up says, Jack, I never really liked you. You should have said no and had you turn around.
He doesn't say anything.
Yeah, hurts, doesn't it? And I go back and get on my middle caravan and say, let's just get done with this fucking journey.
Yeah, the old man walks up to the front of the caravan. This time, you can see a sword is strapped to his belt. You can see his daughter has one as well.
Are you guys efficient in the swords?
Well, not really, but it's better than nothing.
Would you like us to show you how?
There's no time for that. You can't give me an adequate... I've had it explained to me, sure. I just simply... I only mean I haven't been trained by an expert. I don't have proficiency.
I didn't roll well when I made myself.
Yeah, I put all my stats into healing.
Alright, well, Lavender is just gonna quietly, mopedly just go to his crow's nest and keep an eye out.
What time is it by now? Like, is it mid-afternoon still, or is it...
No, at this point it's maybe 6 o'clock.
Okay, yeah, then we're pressing forward then. I'll kind of signal that everything's okay.
Okay, so...
Can I talk to Lavender for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Lavender, can I speak to you in private? Has any of us looked into the caravans at all? Like one bit to see what's in each and every one of them, other than listen to what they said that's in it?
No, I don't think we have. Do you...
I may be a little...
I'll say you guys regularly access the back caravan because that has your tents and food.
Yeah, I've heard of us going in that one for sure, but I know the middle one seems
And
like
the dwarf,
medicine,
if you recall, the dwarf got his ale out of the front caravan.
Okay.
What do these bandits want so fucking bad, Quna?
I don't know, but we have supplies that it makes no sense. It's that we don't have weapons, we don't have anything that may help their cause other than maybe medicine, and I don't know. There's a deeper motive in this, and it's hard for me to figure out.
Normal bandits wouldn't see this as profitable, would they?
I killed their captain, they're still coming after us. There has to be more going on than just regular bandits.
Exactly, my friend.
I spoke to Kathy, and she told me that. I may have mentioned this already before, but it just circles around my mind. No one's been here for so long, and then now bandits are waiting.
Bandits are literally aplenty after supposedly having nothing supposed to be here.
I get it, we're not hard to track. We leave a lot behind to follow,
But at the same time,
I think we should keep...
these traps are elaborate, yes?
Yes. I think next time something happens, we should keep an eye out more so on the sides of us to see if there's any peering eyes watching us.
So you're saying, basically, and he looks at you, you're saying we have to be spies, essentially. Like, watch people, keep eyes. We're no longer just protecting these people, but sussing them.
We're sussing them.
Where's that? What I'm saying is, the next time something happens...
I think I saw the elf vent.
You're telling me, Quna, there is a mole among us?
There's an imposter among us.
Yeah, we have...
How did the
we have
elf
this
get
poker-
from Caravan 1 to Caravan 3? I was at Caravan 2 and I never saw him go by.
I swear, he's been venting into the forest the entire time.
Yeah.
Lavender looks at you, Quna, like fearful, like naive Lavender. You can tell, like, he's not experienced anything like this. He's kind of scared that he might die.
And Quna is not necessarily being brave about this, because this contract is when he feels like something's not going exactly how it should, like, he gets also a little worried, so he tries to calm you down a little bit, patting your shoulder as always, and Lavender, I need you to be level-headed with me. I'm not going to lie to you. I am confused, I am shaken. We're losing people left and right, and I already feel like I failed myself already. We would be wise to make sure it doesn't happen again. But I don't think this is just a normal drop-off caravan. This was set up from the get-go.
You know, Quna, when we first started, I thought I was so smart. I thought looking at this caravan, it would be an easy gig. I thought every single turn we looked, I knew everything. I thought I knew the right decisions. Now I'm starting to doubt myself. Can I just trust your lead for now?
I'll do. He stops, like, he's gonna say something, but he seems unsure, like, how to answer it, really.
Huh. I guess.
Like, you have to remember, he's kind of still young, and the leader role is kind of in his blood a little bit. You kind of see it, but he does not know much about being a leader or how to direct things. He's as confused as you are, but not as shaken, if that makes sense. Like, he's almost as bad as you, but not really there.
Lavender can kind of see this. He looks like, do you think we were just too inexperienced to have done this? Do you think we got in too deep?
Lavender, in the little bit of time we've been out here, we killed the captain. We may have lost bodies, but we've done a lot for our inexperience. But it's shining through that. Huh?
Kathy starts to walk up.
Oh, hello, Kathy.
Kathy, be careful.
You boys
What
all
can we help
right?
I look at Quna, I look at Kathy, I kind of just shrug.
You have a lot on your shoulders. Too young.
Thank you, Kathy.
About her.
Listen, we all appreciate what you're doing for us. And whatever you decide is best, I stand behind it. We all do. And she kind of gestures at the group, and you see the old man nod, the young woman nods. The dwarf nods. We've been talking, and if we're going to find out what's happening, you two need to take the lead. I know you may not think yourselves leaders, but so far you've proven your decision-making is adequate. You're destined for great things. If you could get out of this forest, you could get us all out of this forest. I know you will.
You are very wise, and I trust all of your judgments. I say it loudly for other ones to say it, to hear me.
Lavender hugs Catherine. Big
Yeah, she hugs you back.
I feel
Yeah, you both get a point of inspiration.
Ooh, nice. Quna, Lavender looks at you and says, "We got this," and he offers up the bro arm grab.
Back to the story. You guys travel the rest of the day without incident, and arriving at a spot where you decide you can set up camp. You guys find, we'll say, a small pond that will provide you with an opportunity to let your horses drink and fill up your water skins for the next half day of travel. And Kathy prepares a pretty special meal, complete with a dessert and everything, a pie that she's baked before coming, and some pot pies for the meal for everyone. She just has to heat over the fire, and it seems to raise everyone's spirits significantly. Okay. Yeah, so you guys, once again, you guys start to build a fire. Jack goes to get firewood. Duke E starts telling his stories. Albert kind of, he's still avoiding Kilberk. Kilberk is kind of just looking at his now severed stump. And everyone goes to bed without too much talking. Even though Dookie is telling his stories, he's clearly less enthusiastic than he was this morning. Yeah, everyone was affected by what's been happening.
Yeah, I'll just say, so Lavender is still on top of the carrot. He has not moved. When we stopped, he did not hop off. He did not get water. He's just standing there. He's just watching.
Okay.
He's not wanting to interact with everybody else.
So Jack pulls Quna and you aside, and he says, "What's the plan for shifts tonight?"
I'm up all night. Join me if you want.
All night? Okay, well...
It's caravan by Quna. No offense.
Quna, you don't want to take a shift? All I'm saying is I don't know if our guard should be going without sleep.
Quna, would you like to do a half and half tonight?
We should at least split up with at least another person.
For a half and half, you'd have to take 8-hour shifts anyways.
In that case, I'll go up all night, and whoever wants to join me may join me.
Okay, well, I'll join you for a couple hours, but I need to sleep, because if you're not going to, then at the very least, some of us should be prepared to fight in the morning.
Well, I'll be prepared.
I get the feeling we haven't heard the last of the bandits. They're probably desperate at this point. Alright, well, I'm gonna go get some sleep then. Just wake me up whenever you're ready for me, I suppose.
I will.
Alright.
Quna.
Yes.
I kind of hop off the carriage. I don't know if I could actually stay awake all night. Would you care to help me do half and half, so that 4 hours I may sleep, 4 hours you may sleep, and at the very least we won't be completely exhausted tomorrow.
So the way that would work, half and half, you're still both gonna have to take, if you want. So you wouldn't just take short rests then?
Ask, because so technically in D&D you only have to sleep for 4 of your 8 hours. The other 4 you only have to do minimum.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you only have to sleep hours.
Okay, sure. Yeah, then you can do that.
So a long rest is basically saying that you cannot strain your body or mind. So you can't go train, you can't go...
Right.
It's basically like, the moment...
Okay, I didn't know that.
Lose it, kind of. Yeah.
I thought you had to sleep for the full 8 hours, because that's how it is in real life. He can't go on 4 hours of sleep a day. But I guess
Well, D&D time is like different in general. Like a minute, like in our like a minute in their time is different to a minute in our like. A minute to us, like fucking what is it? No, a minute like in a fight feels like a fucking hour.
well, I mean that's just
Compared
because
to, like,
of
what
storytelling, just to
I
get
know.
everyone's turns up. But yeah, you guys can do that if you want.
Okay. Sweet. I'll just look at Quna. Half and half.
Half and half.
All right then.
I'll
Who's sleeping first? Who's keeping watch first?
I'll take the first shift.
I bow.
All right. Make a perception check, Quna.
You want to roll that for me?
Yep. Oh, here. Let me use the Quna dice I have, not my dice. Hell yeah. That is a 18 for Quna.
Okay, Quna, as you sit up on your wagon and everyone slowly goes to sleep one after another, people go to bed fairly early this night. You could actually see Hilberg keeps his lantern on until quite late. He stays up the longest. You assume he's probably drinking. And eventually at around midnight, right when you're about to wake up Lavender, you hear a rustle coming from the bushes on the opposite side of camp.
I'm guessing it's too dark to kind of like do perception, right?
Yeah, what was your perception check? Sorry.
18.
You said it was 18. You can't see the figure yet, but you can tell they're coming towards camp.
Is there like, so where am I? So where I am, is there anyone like near me that kind of like wake up? Or no?
Yeah, Lavender. You guys are both on top of the caravan.
Oh, okay. Lavender. Shut up. Someone's ahead. They're sneaking around. I see brush moving ahead of us.
Can I give a perception check?
Yeah, mate. Go ahead. Yeah, you can't tell quite yet. They're almost here though. You'll see them in a minute. Maybe 30 seconds.
I start stomping.
They're being quite loudly stomping on bushes and shrubs and such.
Should we wake up the camp?
I yell out. Oh wait, no, not yet. Oh wait, hold on. Lavender, do you have anything to hold a person down? Because once I shout out to alert the camp, I'm gonna
About
need you to
20
help
seconds.
out.
I have a hideous laughter. I can cast that.
Perfect. Halt! Who goes there?
Oh, just me. Charlie.
Hey, you were kidnapped.
Yeah. Guess I'm more competent than you gave me credit for.
How'd you get out? I look at him, fucking sus as fuck.
Well, the guards in front of myself fell asleep, and guess what? I overheard them talking about what they're planning for us.
What are they planning?
All right. So he kind of makes it up to you. He's drolling very he's proud of himself, and he says, okay, so basically, tomorrow morning they're setting up a trap where they're going to sit in the trees and shoot at us with arrows as soon as we pass by the tree that has been cracked in the middle with lightning. But I have more news. They were talking about a second path, extends the travel time by a couple hours, and none of them are gonna be there. And he kind of does the jazz hand when he says that.
Our DM is right for our session with no maps.